With the 16th pick in the draft, the Phoenix Suns select Anthony Simons from IMG Academy. This 6'3" scoring guard decided to forego college and go straight to the NBA after playing at IMG Academy in his postgraduate year. Simons has a quick first step and constantly beats defenders off the dribble. He's a scoring guard in a point guard's body. He has a silky smooth quick release and has range to the three-point line. Has an impressive handle which allows him to get anywhere on the court. Add to the fact that he's athletic with a 6'9" wingspan, and this guy could be special in the future. Alfred Payton is a restricted free agent, and you also still have Tyler Ulis. I don't expect Simons to get much playing time early in his NBA career. He'll spend most of his time in the G League. The Phoenix Suns can't afford to take a gamble on Simons because they have 2 first-round picks. Before the season, the Milwaukee Bucks were looked at as one of the teams that could challenge LeBron in the East. But despite another superstar year from the Greek Freak, they had just 2 more wins than last year and lost in the first round again. Like a lot of teams, the Bucks went into the offseason looking for a head coach. The Bucks hired former Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer. Maybe he can light a spark in the Bucks offense. This team never seemed to be able to stay healthy enough to build enough chemistry to see what their potential is. Jabari Parker came back from his second ACL injury, but before he came back, Malcolm Brogdon went down with an injury. The Bucks have big decisions to make this offseason. With the 17th pick in the draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Lonnie Walker from the University of Miami, Florida. Walker might be the most explosive guard in the draft. This guy can have a rookie season, similar to Donovan Mitchell if given the opportunity. They have the same skill set and athleticism. Walker is fearless, confident, and has the game to back it up. He showed signs of greatness throughout his freshman year, and he got better as he got healthier and more confident. He's a slasher and a natural scorer and has the athleticism and strength to embarrass you at the rim. He was a solid three-point shooter in college, shooting around 35%, and he will need to be more consistent with his shooting to open up his game. The Bucks need more scorers around the Greek Freak, and Lonnie Walker could be one of the best scoring guards in the draft. It was an unexpected season filled with drama for the San Antonio Spurs. That's unusual for this first-class organization. That there was conflict between the team and Kawhi Leonard, which created speculation that Kawhi no longer wanted to play for the Spurs. I could see this going either way. Kawhi Leonard and Greg Popovich could talk it out, and he could ultimately sign an extension like LaMarcus Aldridge did last year. Or they could trade Kawhi before he becomes a free agent after next season. Anything is possible. With the 18th pick in the draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Zaire Smith from Texas Tech University. This guy may be the biggest riser in this draft class. Nobody has Zaire Smith being drafted in the first round at the beginning of the season. Like they always say, hard work pays off. His combination of versatility, athleticism, length, and defensive awareness makes him an intriguing prospect. Zaire shines on the defensive end. Not only is he quick and fundamentally sound, but he also has a 6'10" wingspan. He gives supreme effort every time he steps on the court. He can be just as good of a shot blocker as John Wall and Dwayne Wade. Smith is unpolished on the offensive end, but he showed encouraging signs being a solid three-point shooter, which is important to stay on the court in today's NBA. Zaire Smith is perfect for the San Antonio Spurs. He's a player that doesn't brag about himself and just goes out there and try to contribute any way he can. With the 19th pick in the draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Melvin Frazier from Tulane University. Ever since his freshman year, he's gotten better every year. From just a freak athlete to a potentially solid offensive player on the next level. His jump shot has gotten better over the years to the point where you gotta respect it. But his calling card is his athleticism, length, and defense. He had incredible numbers at the combine, measuring in at 6'6" with a 7'2" wingspan and a 40-inch vertical. Combine that with his defensive instincts, and you have yourself a high-level defensive player. From playing the passing lanes, block shots, and his man-to-man defense. But don't sleep on his offensive game. Frazier did average around 16 points on 56% shooting from the field and 39% from three in a competitive conference. He can attack the lane and embarrass you at the rim. He's projected to be a 3-and-D player, but he could be more than that if he improves his handle. I can see Frazier being more than just a one-dimensional offensive player on the next level. The Hawks will be lucky to have his talents in the ATL. The Minnesota Timberwolves made the postseason for the first time since Kevin Garnett won League MVP in 2004. The Timberwolves can hang their hat on the fact that before Jimmy Butler got hurt, they were in position to finish with home court advantage in the West. There needs to be more improvement from their two young stars in Towns and Wiggins, but specifically Wiggins. Can they both continue to get better and accept their roles, or will the Timberwolves make the decision to trade one and move forward? For next season, this team needs to focus on developing more of their bench, which this pick can provide. Or maybe this pick could eventually replace a certain player who just signed a max contract. With the 20th pick in the draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Chandler Hutchison from Boise State University. Hutchison is a prospect who can score on all three levels. He's an above-average ball handler and can simply get buckets. He could be the Kyle Kuzma of this draft class, someone who played all 4 years in college and got better every season. Hutchison went from averaging 3 points a game in his freshman season to 20 points a game as a senior. This 6'7" forward is the jack of all trades. He can score off the dribble, he has improved as an outside shooter, and is a devastating finisher at the rim. He also can defend at a high level. He had a career 96.6 defensive rating, which is very impressive. There's really no glaring weakness in this guy's game. It just took him a while to develop and figure it all out. After a few years, everybody's going to be wondering, why did this guy fall in the 20s?